Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Tuesday workout. Let's begin today with our warm-up of 30 calories or 24 calories on road biking or skiing. Then we'll get a couple rounds through a few of our hip and shoulder warm-ups before we get to this EMOM. So the first one is a high knee march. I want you to go 30 feet. So we're just gonna go across, this direction. High knee march. I would like to see every rep where you're trying to get your knee up as high as you can, really punch that knee towards your chest, and flat foot on the foot that's on the ground, right? Opposite hand and arm always working, and trying to get that hip flexor really lit up before we start the workout. Next one is gonna be air squats with a T-spine rotation. 5 reps here, hand on the ground, reach up, hand on the ground, reach up. Try to do that from a very low position. A fault that I see on this one when we are warming up is this is my first squats of the day, so I'm not really gonna stretch my hips out that far, and I'm just gonna get to about right here, and I'm just gonna swing my arm back and swing my arm back. The real goal of this one is an upright torso, so if you need to get in touch with the rig and get down like this, then reach upward, okay? But try to get your hips really low and your torso as vertical as possible in that T-spine rotation, okay? Next one, push-up, down dog, lizard steps. So do a single push-up, then shrug back for a down dog, and then lizard step on the right, lizard step on the left, and then back to the ground. So push-up, down dog, lizard step, lizard step. Okay, next one, dumbbell bench warm-up sets. Today we're gonna do, the main focus for this one is some pressing volume, and this will be with 2 dumbbells today, pressing at the same time and just going for time on this. But when we do the dumbbell bench, largely the same format as a barbell bench press. The only difference is you don't have to worry about your hand spacing. It kind of takes care of itself with your balance, right? So I've got my 2 dumbbells at my chest. Start with them touching my pecs if you can, or armpits, and then press straight up, and the dumbbells should touch at the top. The angle of your wrists is kind of variable. I like to have the dumbbells kind of in line, similar to if I had a barbell, but other people like to have a little more neutral hand position, like at an angle. And any way is really fine, just like don't be weird, right? Don't turn your arms out like that or turn your palms up, right? Have it somewhere in between a neutral grip and a barbell style grip, okay? That is our dumbbell bench press. So the EMOM format for today is going to be 4 rounds through these 5 different exercises using a 40-20 work rest interval. So each minute you're going to be working for 40 seconds and then stopping, resting, switching in the next 20 seconds. And only 1 exercise is to be done in each minute, okay? So 40 seconds of battle ropes, 20 seconds to rest and switch. 40 seconds of jumping pull-ups are next. So when you set up your jumping pull-ups, the variable here is how high is your arm or your hand relative to the bar when you set this up. So this is where I like to do them, and it's a little bit more challenging than like the middle of my wrist, but not super easy like it would be down at my elbow, right? So I've got to work. 40 seconds will absolutely wear out my arms, and that's really the intent of it. But you can make this easier or harder by either raising the bar or adding something underneath your feet so you don't have to jump as far. But regardless of where you're at on resistance, I want you to get the full range of motion of the regular pull-up. So I'm walking forward so that my foot is centered underneath the bar, and that keeps me from swinging or moving forward and backward when I'm doing the pull-up. I'm gonna sit down until my elbows are all the way straight, and then using a combination of legs and arms, I jump and pull over, and ideally I am jumping and landing in exactly the same spot and never having to walk underneath the bar forward or reverse while I am doing the set of pull-ups, okay? The next one is a rotary slam ball with the slightly lighter weight, okay? A slightly lighter weight is so that we can get a good quick movement on the rotation. So I'll start with the ball between my feet, and I'm gonna swing it around one side and slam it to the outside of one or the other foot, and then I'm going to reposition so I'm back over the top of the ball. So try to slam it, big circle, straight down, jump, and land on centered over the ball, and then the opposite direction. Slam it, jump, and land on the opposite side. All right, so the main thing here is just if you have any horizontal motion on the ball, it will roll away from you and you have to go chase it down. So try to get good at slamming it straight down. I still want you to slam it hard, but try not to have like that where it goes and I gotta run and chase it down, okay? Try to slam it straight down when you do it and it'll make the movement a lot more efficient. Next one is ab mat sit-ups. So ab mat sit-ups, we've done these a lot, so little details on it are to try to keep your butt on the ground and try to keep the bottoms of your feet together with your knees pointed out, and that makes you use more abdominal muscles, and then really try to extend your abs. The whole purpose of the ab mat is to push your lumbar up to create more stretch in the abdominal muscles to give you more range of motion in the sit-up when you do it. And then at the top, shoulders forward of the hips and reach for your toes. Make sure you're not finishing like sitting back here. You don't get quite the full range of motion when you do that. The last one is our dumbbell bench press, which I demoed earlier, but then you're just going for as many reps as you can get in 40 seconds. Try not to stop. Try to stay in continuous motion the whole 40 seconds, even if you have to like pause at your chest, but try not to set them down or try to take your time, like think about your tempo of like rep, stop, rep, stop. It will get really tough if you just go fast at the beginning. You'll last for like 10, 15 seconds, and then you'll have to set them down. You won't get as many reps, okay? So try to think about your tempo, spread that effort out over the whole 40 seconds, and then get that 20 seconds of rest. If you want to use a different weight as you go through the rounds, that's fine. You won't have much time to get it, and I did write this such that I would like it to be all rounds at the same weight, and ideally if you do this correctly, your rep count should go down every round as you go through the 4 different sets because of fatigue building up in the arms and shoulders, okay? All right, that's it for today. Hope you guys have a great one. I'll see you on Wednesday.